All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma and with me is VC Pramod. The headlines. Lok Sabha passes bill to unify 3 municipal corporations of Delhi. Centre launches auction of 122 coal and lignite mines. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to arrive in New Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. Deadline to link PAN with Aadhaar ends today. Defaulters to attract 1,000 rupees fine. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launches over 1 lakh internship opportunities for youth. Information and Broadcasting Ministry issues orders to merge different film media units with National Film Development Corporation. Ayush Ministry invites nominations for Prime Minister's Yoga Awards 2022. Indian paddlers Manika Batra and Archana Kamath settle for bronze medal in women's doubles at WTT Star Contender in Doha. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore beat Kolkata Knight Riders by 3 wickets in Mumbai. The Lok Sabha has passed the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill 2022. The bill seeks to further amend the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act 1957 and proposes to unify the 3 existing municipal corporations of Delhi into one Municipal Corporation of Delhi. It envisages bringing about greater transparency, improved governance and more efficient delivery of civic service for the people of Delhi. At present, the 3 corporations in Delhi, North, South and East Delhi Municipal Corporations have a total of 272 seats. While North and South corporations have 104 wards each, the East Corporation has 64 wards. The bill was moved by Home Minister Amit Shah in the House. Replying to the discussion on the bill, the Home Minister countered the opposition allegations, saying that this bill has been brought by following all the constitutional norms. Mr. Shah clarified that as Delhi is a union territory, Parliament has the right to legislate on matters related to the National Capital Territory of Delhi.
दिल्ली संघ राज्य की किसी भी बात पर लेजिस्लेशन लाने का भारत सरकार का अधिकार। इस बिल में निर्वाचन की कोई प्रक्रिया के साथ हमने कोई छेड़खानी नहीं की। ये पूर्णतया संविधान प्रदत्त शक्तियों से लाया गया विधेयक है। इसमें संघ राज्य की शक्तियों पर कोई अतिक्रमण नहीं है।
The Home Minister says the unification of the 3 Delhi municipal corporations will bring uniformity in decisions.
एकीकृत नगर निगम करने से 3 मेयरों की जगह 1 मेयर होगा, 75 समितियों की जगह 25 समितियां होगी, 3 म्युनिसिपल कमिश्नर की जगह 1 म्युनिसिपल कमिश्नर होगा, 3 मुख्यालय की जगह 1 मुख्यालय होगा, निर्णयों में समानता रहेगी, एकरूपता रहेगी, एक ही शहर में 2 प्रकार के कर के स्ट्रक्चर नहीं रहेंगे, वित्तीय स्थिति भी अच्छी रहेगी और लगभग 150 करोड़ का खर्च सालाना इससे कम हो.
Mr. Shah alleged that the Delhi government is meting out stepmotherly treatment to the 3 municipal corporations of Delhi MCD and that not all the corporations were equipped with sufficient resources to discharge their responsibilities. He said the Municipal Corporation of Delhi is responsible for the civic services of 95% of the entire area of the national capital, in which nearly 1.2 lakh employees work in the 3 corporations. Many important places like Rashtrapati Bhavan, Parliament, Prime Minister's House, Central Secretariat are located in Delhi. The Home Minister asserted that from the resources, strategic and cooperative point of view, it would be appropriate to have only one municipal corporation taking care of civic services of Delhi. Mr. Shah pointed out that there are also amendments in this bill to ensure that the corporation is run with transparency and efficiency, and it also limits the number of councillors from 272 to a maximum of 250. Members from various political parties, including from Congress, TMC and Shiv Sena, participated in the discussion. Union Minister and BJP MP from Delhi, Meenakshi Lekhi, has said that the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill 2022 will help in eliminating the mismanagement in the civic services. Talking to AIR News, Mrs. Lekhi said, by the unification of the 3 municipal corporations into one corporation, The civic services will be enhanced and the people of Delhi will be benefited.
ये अव्यवस्थाओं को दूर करने का काम जो है वो किया गया है। बजट में डेफिसिट था, वो डेफिसिट भी खत्म और अन्य जो पैसा है सरकार का वो भी बचेगा और व्यवस्थाएं दिल्ली की ठीक होंगी तो जाहिर तौर पे दिल्ली में लोगों को लाभ होगा।
The Lok Sabha is scheduled to discuss the issue of climate change today. It is also scheduled to take up the Constitution, Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Orders, Second Amendment Bill 2022. In the Rajya Sabha today, there will be reply by the Minister to the discussion on the working of the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Coal and Mines Minister Prahlad Joshi has launched auction of 122 coal and lignite mines, including 18 new mines. Addressing the fifth tranche of the auction launch in New Delhi, Mr. Joshi said that 42 coal mines have already been auctioned successfully. He said along with ensuring energy security of the nation, this will provide employment opportunity to more than 1,17,000. Mr. Joshi said the success of these auctions indicate that right steps are being taken by the government to provide further momentum to the growth of coal sector. The minister added that Ministry of Coal is on the journey to reform the sector and unlock its potential. He said the recent reforms initiated in the coal sector will further strengthen the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for greater cooperation amongst BIMSTEC member nations and said it has become essential to give more priority to our regional security. The Prime Minister was speaking virtually at the 5th Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC Summit, which was hosted by Sri Lanka yesterday.
आज के चुनौतीपूर्ण वैश्विक परिप्रेक्ष्य में से हमारा क्षेत्र भी अछूता नहीं रहा है। हमारी अर्थव्यवस्थाएं, हमारे लोग अभी भी कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक के दुष्प्रभावों को झेल रहे हैं। पिछले कुछ सप्ताहों के यूरोप के डेवलपमेंट्स ने अंतर्राष्ट्रीय व्यवस्था के स्थायित्व पर प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़ा हो गया है। इस संदर्भ में बिम्स्टेक क्षेत्रीय सहयोग को और सक्रिय बनाना महत्वपूर्ण हो गया है।
The Prime Minister gave a clarion call for making Bay of Bengal the bridge of connectivity, prosperity and security and stressed that regional cooperation has become a greater priority in the present scenario. He said BIMSTEC Charter has been adopted to develop institution architecture for BIMSTEC Group. BIMSTEC is a regional organization which was established in 1997. It comprises 7 member states, India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand, lying in the littoral and adjacent areas of the Bay of Bengal. After the summit, Prime Minister Modi in a tweet said several important decisions were taken at the summit to further the BIMSTEC cooperation agenda. He commended the able leadership of Sri Lankan Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa and extended his best wishes to the incoming chair, Prime Minister of Thailand, Prayut Chan-o-cha. Later, briefing the media, Additional Secretary BIMSTEC in Ministry of External Affairs, Rudrendra Tandon said the signing of the charter in Colombo has led to BIMSTEC being recognized as an international organization.
Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will arrive in New Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. The key focus is expected to be discussions on a payment system for New Delhi's procurement of oil and military hardware from Moscow. It will be the highest level visit from Russia to India after Moscow launched its military operations in the Ukraine on the 24th of February. Mr. Lavrov will arrive in India after completing a 2-day visit to China. UK Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs Elizabeth Truss will arrive in New Delhi today. During the day-long visit, Ms. Truss will hold bilateral consultations with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar on regional and global issues of mutual interest. She will also participate in the inaugural edition of the India-UK Strategic Futures Forum, a Track 1.5 dialogue between the two countries, hosted by the Indian Council of World Affairs and Policy Exchange.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar discussed developments pertaining to the Indo-Pacific, Ukraine and the global economy with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken over phone yesterday evening. The minister said in a tweet that he had a useful conversation with Secretary Blinken. He said they reviewed the progress on bilateral cooperation between the two nations. The External Affairs Minister held a meeting with Foreign and Security Policy Advisor to German Chancellor Jens Plotner in New Delhi yesterday. In a tweet, Dr. Jaishankar said the conversation focused around the Ukraine situation. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval also met Mr. Plotner. Sources said the two sides discussed a wide range of bilateral issues as well as major global developments. Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla met Mr. Jens Plotner. They held a wide-ranging discussion on the India-Germany strategic partnership and exchanged views on global and regional issues of mutual interest. The visit of the German Security and Foreign Policy Advisor comes at a time when several other high-level foreign dignitaries are visiting India for consultations on ongoing bilateral, regional and multilateral issues. Dr. S. Jaishankar also had a meeting with Foreign Minister of Mexico, Marcelo Ebrard Casaubon, last evening.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Lok Sabha passes bill to unify 3 municipal corporations of Delhi. Centre launches auction of 122 coal and lignite mines. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to arrive in New Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. Deadline to link PAN with Aadhaar ends today. Defaulters to attract 1,000 rupees fine. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launches over 1 lakh internship opportunities for youth. Information and Broadcasting Ministry issues orders to merge different film media units with National Film Development Corporation. Ayush Ministry invites nominations for Prime Minister's Yoga Awards 2022. Indian paddlers Manika Batra and Archana Kamath settle for bronze medal in women's doubles at WTT Star Contender in Doha. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore beat Kolkata Knight Riders by 3 wickets in Mumbai. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
क्या आप कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहे हैं? ऑल इंडिया रेडियो के नए प्रोग्राम अभ्यास में हमारे विशेषज्ञ आपके सवालों का देंगे जवाब। शनिवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर। इस बार का विषय है हिस्ट्री। आप इससे जुड़े सवाल व्हाट्सएप करें 9289094044 पर या सवाल ईमेल भी कर सकते हैं। अभ्यास abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
The deadline to link permanent account number PAN with Aadhaar card will end today. Default will invite a penalty of 1,000 rupees. A Central Board of Direct Taxes (CBDT) notification said, as per the Income Tax Act, it is mandatory for all users to link PAN with their Aadhaar number, or else the PAN will become inoperative from March the 31st next year. In order to mitigate the inconvenience to taxpayers, a window of opportunity has been provided to them up to March the 31st next year to intimate their Aadhaar to the prescribed authority for Aadhaar PAN linking without facing repercussions. The CBDT said such intimation would have to be accompanied by late fees. We have a report.
The Central Board of Direct Taxes (CBDT) has said that non-linking of PAN with Aadhaar will lead to PAN becoming inoperative. Users will not be able to conduct transactions where quoting PAN is mandatory. Delayed intimation of Aadhaar will attract a late fees of 500 rupees in cases where it is linked within the next 3 months or by 30th June 2022. Thereafter, 1,000 rupees would have to be paid by the taxpayers as penalty. CBDT has reminded users to adhere to the last date and link PAN with Aadhaar to help in verification of income tax return. The linkage would help in eliminating duplicate PAN and curbing tax evasions. Anupam Mishra, AR News, Delhi.
The high-level committee under the chairmanship of Home Minister Amit Shah has approved additional central assistance of over 1,887 crore rupees to 5 states under the National Disaster Response Fund. These states are Bihar, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Sikkim and West Bengal. The Home Ministry said more than 1,000 crore rupees has been approved for Bihar, over 292 crore rupees for Rajasthan, more than 475 crore rupees for West Bengal, over 59 crore rupees for Sikkim, and over 21 crore rupees for Himachal Pradesh. This additional assistance is over and above the funds released by the centre to the states in the State Disaster Response Fund. The ministry said the central government had deputed interministerial central teams to these states immediately after the calamities without waiting for the receipt of memorandum from them.
Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has launched over 1 lakh internship opportunities for the youth. The students can access these opportunities on the All India Council for Technical Education's AICTE portal. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Pradhan said the opportunities will open up doors for students to get an understanding of how a particular industry works. He said there should be an aim to provide 100 million internship opportunities in the next 3 years for boosting the employability of the youth. Calling the step a welcome beginning, the Education Minister said that the industry should aim to provide internship opportunities to all. He said that the new education policy emphasizes linking industry with academic institutions to make youth future ready. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry has transferred the mandate of production of documentaries and short films, organization of film festivals and preservation of films to the National Film Development Corporation NFDC, a public sector undertaking working under the ministry. The ministry said the bringing of all these activities under the single management will reduce the overlap of various activities and ensure better utilization of public resources. The mandate of production of feature films is already being carried out by the NFDC. It will give a strong impetus to the production of films of all genres, including feature films, documentaries, children's films and animation films, organizing various domestic festivals, and preservation of the filmic content. The ownership of the assets available with these units will remain with the government. We have a report.
In December 2020, the Union Cabinet had decided to merge 4 of its film media units, namely Films Division, Directorate of Film Festivals, National Film Archive of India and Children's Film Society India with the National Film Development Corporation NFDC. The mandate of production of documentaries that was earlier done by Films Division has been completely transferred to NFDC. The legacy and brand name of Films Division will be taken further and the production vertical for production of documentaries in the NFDC will be named as Films Division. Similarly, the organization of film festivals that was the mandate of Directorate of Film Festivals has been transferred to NFDC. This will bring the organization of different national and international film festivals under one roof. Aarti Rana, News Desk.
India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has crossed 184 crore mark. The Health Ministry said more than 19 lakh vaccine doses were administered yesterday. More than 1 crore 59 lakh vaccine doses have been administered to 12 to 14 years age group so far. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot on the fire in Sariska Tiger Reserve. Mr. Modi has assured all help to the state government in fighting the blaze. The Ayush Ministry has invited nominations for Prime Minister's Yoga Awards 2022. The winners will be announced on the International Day of Yoga on the 21st of June this year. The application process for awards is being hosted on the MyGov platform. The applications for nominations can be submitted only through online mode and no hard copy is to be sent. It consists of 2 national categories for entries of Indian origin and 2 international categories for entries of foreign origin. The ministry said the applicant nominees for these awards should have made exceptional contributions to yoga and have a deep understanding of yoga. The nomination process started on the 28th of March and the last date for the submission of the entries is 27th of April this year.
And now let's listen to our special program Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Social and Religious Reformation Movement, Prarthana Samaj or Prayer Society, was founded on the 31st of March 1867 in Bombay. It was guided by R.G. Bhandarkar, a noted Sanskrit scholar, Atmaram Pandurang, Narayan Chandavarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade. The main reformers were the intellectuals who advocated reforms of the social system of the Hindus. The movement was spread to South India by Telugu reformer Veer Saleh.
Prarthana Samaj critically examined the relations between contemporary, social and cultural systems and religious beliefs and gave priority to social reform as compared with the political changes already initiated by the British government. The two main planks of the Samaj were worship and social reforms.
Ranade was a revivalist who pointed out that most of the prevailing evil customs ran counter to the practices observed in earlier times. Two other champions of social reform with him were Dhondu Keshav Karve and Vishnu Shastri. Ranade and Karve launched the widow remarriage movement and started Widows' Home Association to provide education to widows. In no other part of India did the social reform movement work so successfully and create so profound an influence as in Maharashtra under the auspices of the Prarthana Samaj.
We remember freedom fighter Chima Sahib, who was arrested by the British authorities on the 31st of March 1858, son of Maharaja Bhau Sahib, ruler of the Kolhapur state. Chima Sahib was one of the prime movers of the uprisings in 1857 in the Kolhapur state during the First War of India's independence.
During the First War of Independence, he held secret talks with the leaders of the 27th Native Infantry Regiment of the English East India Company Army and also made secret overtures to a few Indian princes and independence leaders. He received emissaries from Nana Sahib Peshwa, and as a token of comradeship in arms, a silver-handled sword was sent to him from the Lucknow Darbar. He succeeded in rallying a large number of independence activists in Kolhapur, which posed a serious threat to the British in the region. The British authorities arrested him and sent him to Bombay, from where he was deported to Karachi. He was detained in Karachi for 11 years till his death on the 15th of May 1869. We salute the great freedom fighter.
We also remember martyr Nadir Shah, who participated in the First War of Indian Independence in Gujarat. He was captured and sentenced to imprisonment for life with labour in irons on the 31st of March 1858. He was transported to the Andaman Islands in March 1859 and he died there in detention on the 12th of April 1859. We salute the great son of the soil.
We also remember Indian National Army member D. James. Initially a member of the British Indian Army in Malaya, James joined the Indian National Army in 1942 and served as Lance Naik. He fought the British forces on several occasions and died in action in Myanmar on the 31st of March 1944. We salute the great martyr. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
In our program Parikrama today, we will bring for our listeners a special roundup on unsung heroes of the Indian freedom movement, Veer Gatha, Unsung Heroes Ki Kahani, Akashwani Ki Zubani at 4:45 p.m. Indian paddler Manika Batra and her partner Archana Kamath settled for a bronze medal in the women's doubles at the WTT Star Contender Doha 2022 in Qatar. The world number 6 Indian pair lost to Chinese Tapais Li Yu-hyung and Cheng Yi-chang 0-3, 8-11, 6-11, 7-11 in the semi-finals in Doha yesterday.
In IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore defeated Kolkata Knight Riders by 3 wickets at the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai last night. Chasing a target of 129 runs, Royal Challengers Bangalore recovered from a top-order collapse and chased down the target with 4 balls to spare. They posted 132 for the loss of 7 wickets in 19.2 overs. In today's encounter, Chennai Super Kings will take on Lucknow Super Giants at Brabourne Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 p.m.
Indian shuttler B. Sai Praneeth has advanced to the pre-quarterfinals of the men's singles at the Orleans Masters Badminton Tournament in France. In women's singles, India's Anupama Upadhyay and Ira Sharma also advanced to the next round. Mixed doubles pair of Ishan Bhatnagar and Tanisha Krasto registered win over compatriots Ashit Surya and Swetaparna Panda to enter the next round.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. The national capital Delhi is likely to have heat wave conditions. The temperature will vary between 20 and 40 degrees Celsius. In Mumbai, the minimum temperature was 23 and the maximum is expected to be 37. Chennai and Kolkata are likely to have partly cloudy sky. Srinagar will have mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Jammu and Leh will have mainly clear sky. Leh is likely to have mainly clear sky. Gilgit is likely to have generally cloudy sky. Muzaffarabad, mainly clear sky. Vishakhapatnam, partly cloudy sky with haze. Guwahati, Imphal, Shillong, Aizawl, Kohima, Itanagar and Agartala will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. Russian Foreign Minister arrives in India today to discuss Ukraine crisis, reports the Pioneer. His visit coincides with the arrival of US Deputy NSA, informs the paper. Government hikes dearness allowance by 3% for central government staff, benefiting over 1.16 crore employees and pensioners, writes the Asian Age. In news from Pakistan, Imran's government totters as key ally switches sides, headlines the Tribune. Army got Imran PM's job. Why is it now tugging at the rug under his feet, questions the Indian Express. The Hindu quotes External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar as saying that the Indian system is working overtime to expedite its assistance to Sri Lanka during its grave economic crisis. Lok Sabha approves bill to reunify Delhi's MCD after 10 years, writes the Hindustan Times. The news of Axis Bank acquiring Citi's India retail business is the top headline in all financial dailies. And finally, the centre has taken a strong stance against arbitrary suspension of accounts by social media, reports the Times of India.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Lok Sabha passes bill to unify 3 municipal corporations of Delhi. Centre launches auction of 122 coal and lignite mines. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to arrive in New Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. Deadline to link PAN with Aadhaar ends today. Defaulters to attract 1,000 rupees fine. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launches over 1 lakh internship opportunities for youth. Information and Broadcasting Ministry issues orders to merge different film media units with National Film Development Corporation. Ayush Ministry invites nominations for Prime Minister's Yoga Awards 2022. Indian paddlers Manika Batra and Archana Kamath settle for bronze medal in women's doubles at WTT Star Contender in Doha. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore beat Kolkata Knight Riders by 3 wickets in Mumbai. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.